I give the floor to the representative of the Russian Federation.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd also like to thank USG Jean-Pierre Lacroix for the information on the intra-Sudanese settlement process and the activity of the United Nations Interim Security Force for Abyei. We welcome the Special Envoy of the Secretary General in his new role and thank him for his briefing as well. We believe that the joint efforts of the parties are imperative in order to successfully advance the intra-Sudanese settlement. A good basis for cooperation between Khartoum and Juba is the bilateral agreements concluded in September 2012 in Addis Ababa, as well as the relevant resolutions of the Security Council. We cannot fail to note that since September 2018, relations have significantly warmed between the Sudanese parties. The effective participation of Khartoum in the mediation efforts of IGAD to revitalize the South Sudanese peace agreement has helped the people of South Sudan overcome the deadlock in the peaceful settlement process. We join the Secretary General in calling on the parties to build on this positive momentum for the interests of achieving a settlement in Abyei as well. We hope that the AU high-level implementation panel will continue to be an important mechanism assisting the normalization of relations between the two countries. We are satisfied that the situation in Abyei remains stable. We believe that the work of the UN Interim Security Force is important in maintaining constructive relations with local communities. The efforts being undertaken by the UN to prevent intercommunal conflicts, to establish intercommunal cooperation on issues of law and order and economic activity in the area of the Amiet Common Market deserve full support. Without this, it will be impossible to restore trust and achieve reconciliation between the two communities. We regret that far from all of the provisions of the 20 June 2011 agreement are being implemented. A power vacuum persists in the area. The demilitarized status of Abyei itself, as well as the buffer zone in the intra-Sudanese border, is being violated. We would also wish to see more regular contacts between the parties. We have closely studied the data provided by the Secretariat regarding the implementation by the parties of the benchmarks contained in Resolution 2438 in order to relaunch the full functioning of the enhanced border joint verification mechanism. We note that Khartoum and Juba have been working to achieve those benchmarks throughout the entire reporting period and have achieved significant progress. At the same time, we are convinced that success depends not only on the political will of the parties, which they have demonstrated, but also on objective circumstances and the situation on the ground. In our view, the enhanced joint border verification mechanism is an effective an essential element for preventing incidents between the parties. Drawing down UNSC's support to the mechanism could have a most negative effect on the prospects for achieving a final settlement of the Abyei issue. Given this, we supported the adoption of Resolution 2465, which extends UNSC's mandate to assist the joint border mechanism through 15th October 2019. Mr. President, we're all well aware of the factors that are preventing Khartoum and Juba from speeding up the process towards arriving at a final settlement for Abyei's status. In that context, the ongoing presence of UNSC in the region remains very relevant. In this regard, the Russian Federation supports the proposal of the Secretary General to extend UNSC's mandate for another 6 months. At the same time, we believe that the Secretariat's proposals regarding the civilian component of the mission should be considered, taking into account the views of Khartoum and Juba as dictated by the fundamental principles of peacekeeping. Thank you.
Thank the representative of the Russian Federation for his statement.